we're doing another stand-up video. Serious stuff right now. Journey together. I haven't made a video on this. I've been kind of thinking about my thoughts about the set before I make a video. And I wanted to see the craziness unfold, right? The absolute madness that is going on in the market and just how people are reacting to stuff. So this set dropped on Thursday, so nearly a week ago. And the thing is I was like, oh, okay, I saw on Instagram, I think, and I saw someone put up, like, Pokemon announced a new set. And I was like, oh, amazing. Let me go and get some Pokemon Center ETBs. And I managed to get two, and I was like, okay. And then when I went back on the Pokemon Center website, it was gone. I was like, okay, well, at least I managed to get two. And then that wasn't it. I then saw that the single packs that were available, the sleeved packs, were also sold out. And I thought, this seems a bit weird. And that was it, right? And then I saw in the Discord people saying, these booster boxes are sold out. These are, pre-order. They're gone. Stores here in the UK were selling them for $150 a box, $155 a box, and they were sold out. Surely that can't be right. Normally, typically when a box comes out here, we're looking at anywhere between, I would say, 105 to 115. The real top end would be 115. Even Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks came out at 105 a box, 110 at a push. I was managed to pick up all mine for 105. That's usually what the price tends to be. And then I was like, hang on a second. And then a lot of people going, you get this exclusive promo. You get this exclusive promo. And I'm thinking, what exclusive promo? And I had a look. So basically, we're getting a box topper, right? And you've probably watched a ton of videos of what you get in there, but basically you get an exclusive promo card that is only available in a booster box. Not just a Pokemon Center booster box, but just a booster box, right? And, other TCGs have done that before. Magic used to do it. Used to get, they would call it a box topper. You would get an exclusive promo card. It wasn't, with Magic, it wasn't a specific card. It was like you would get a promo card out of a pool of 50 possible cards that you could only find as a box topper variant. So you add that, again, randomness to it. But this is just, it's the same promo in every single one. So there's going to be a lot of this promo around. If it's going to be, which by the looks of it, is going to be in every single booster box, there's going to be a ton of this promo around. So I don't expect it to be, a really expensive promo. Some people have been saying that, the promo could be worth $30, $40. I doubt it, especially if it is going to be in every single booster box. I just don't see that being the case. So we have these booster boxes. They're coming at £150 roughly. Of course, we've seen the madness over in the US of booster boxes go for $300. We don't have that here, luckily. eBay, I'm just looking at it now. eBay recently sold, 2 days ago, yesterday. So, day before I filming this. One recently sold for $140 plus £5 postage. We have one sold here for $175. This one's quite funny because the one that sold for $175 is it comes with the promo card, whereas the other one doesn't say that it comes with a promo card. I'm not too sure what the situation is there. Another one here sold for $155, $160. So you're looking around about $155 to $160 a box, right? That is pretty high prices. For a pre-order of a set, we don't even know the set list yet. I think I've seen maybe half a dozen cards, if that. This is a trainer set. So I'm going to give you guys a little, spicy take of my thoughts on Journey Together. Now, when they announced that they're bringing back trainer Pokemon, I thought to myself, that could be cool. It's been a long time since we've had something like this. And I think it's, quite interesting. And then I started to think to myself, hang on a minute, we've had this already, not as in a set, like a dedicated set, but we've kind of had this already, and that was with the trainer gallery, right? We had the trainer gallery in the Sword and Shield era from Brilliant Stars, all the way to Silver Tempest, and it was trainers and their Pokemon, and they were full art cards. These cards were, let's be honest, quite easy to get and not that expensive, and not even that desirable. There were some in particular, like the Starmie with Misty or the Garchomp with Cynthia. So yeah, there were some chase cards, but most of them were maybe $2 to £3 each, if that, maybe $1 each, something like that. They were really, really cheap and easy to get hold of, right? And they were full art and they were nice. We're starting to see those prices of those go up as well. But we're joining together, we're basically getting a whole set of that. right? And it seems to be solely based on the Paldean trainers rather than any older generational trainers, which makes sense, of course. So what are my thoughts on these booster boxes being that expensive? I mean, they're basically going for retail, right? You know, you look at a lot of the Scarlet and Violet era, well, Scarlet and Violet era across the board, the recommended retail price did increase. So, you know, we've been getting booster boxes at around about, you know, like I say, between 100, maybe to 110, 115, something along those lines. Now, when the Scarlet and Violet era hit, I mentioned in a few videos that I would be shocked if we were getting booster boxes for under 120. I actually thought that the cheapest booster boxes we would be getting would be £120 or $120. And then when we started getting booster boxes that were, you know, 100, 90, 85, I was really surprised. I was like, hang on a minute. The MSRP of this went up. I think it went up by like 20%. So the MSRP of this went up, but the booster boxes are still really cheap. And I thought it seemed very odd to me that they weren't pushing up towards that, you know, 120 and above. And then we started to see, you know, with Twilight Masquerade, these booster boxes starting to go up and go around that 120 mark. And I was like, oh, okay. And then obviously Surging Sparks happened, where it came out around 100, 110, and then it shot right up to the retail price at, you know, whatever it is, 155 or whatever it is here in the UK. So I thought to myself, okay. And then when Journey Together came out, and it's like sold out everywhere, like all of the booster boxes are sold out everywhere. Places have limited it, one per customer. And we're like, we don't even know what the set has got in it at all, right? And people are just like losing their minds. They're thinking, hang on a second, this is going to be the next hotness. This is going to be the next best thing. It's going to be a small set. So we're looking like Stellar Crown levels, Obsidian Flame levels of small. There's not that many cards. Even if the pull rates were tough, like say like Twilight Masquerade tough, it's going to be relatively easy to get the cards in the set. You know, Stellar Crown had very, very tough pull rates, but because it was a small set, it made it a little bit easier to actually get the cards you want. So to complete the set, it was a lot easier, right? And we're going to be seeing that again with Journey Together. This set is not going to be like Surging Sparks, where Surging Sparks is a large set with also tough pull rates. This one's going to be easier. I mean, of course, we don't have the pull rate there just yet, but if it is on that same level with Surgeon and, you know, Twilight, then we're going to see, you know, the cards not hold that much value, you know, in comparison to the much tougher sets. Will I buy this? I mean, I haven't ordered any, right? Like I said, I managed to get hold of the 2 Pokemon Center ETBs, booster boxes. I've pre-ordered nothing else because I don't even know what's even in the set, right? And they're going to reprint this. I know the set isn't even out till the end of March, but it's a main series set. It's a booster box set, right? This is going to be a product that they want the players to have and crack open and get the cards they need to play the game, more so than the specialty sets. Specialty sets like Prismatic, you know, more of a collectible type set, but whereas something like Journey Together is going to be a more mainstream, readily available set. And we're going to see multiple, you know, printings of this, multiple restocks and everything, you know, for time to come. And that's what I think will happen, you know, with Journey Together. You know, will it drop below the 150? If I'm being brutally honest, I don't think it will. I think this is going to be the new norm moving forward. Now, what I mean by the new norm is I think that, you know, at least to the end of this generation, or at least the end of the year, you're going to see new sets just being sold at MSRP and above, right? So you're going to be seeing Team Rocket, yeah, which is going to be probably the most hyped set of the whole year, even more than Prismatic. You're going to be seeing that sold at least 150, 155, and, you know, on eBay or wherever, pushing over $200, or maybe actually probably pushing more than £200 a box, and probably $300 a box or more. And that's what's going to happen, right? And it's going to set a new kind of like a new norm, really. And the reason why I say that is because, again, like an example is take a look at what has been going on in the past few years with, like, I compare it to Magic. Like, an average Magic the Gathering booster box used to be you could pick them up for around 90 to 100 pretty comfortably. Now, I mean, they're like 150, 155, and that's like the base level, right? That's just the base level. And that's just kind of like the norm, right? The average price of a normal booster pack is like for £5 or more. So it's like, the average price of a Journey Together booster pack, you're going to be looking at what, like 4 something, 4.5. At the end of the day, it is retail price. We've had it pretty good. When I came back into the hobby in 2021, Vivid Voltage was insanely expensive. We were looking at £200 a booster box. I remember Dancer Blaze being £9 a booster pack. Like I said, things back then, the hype was next level, and now things are just absolutely just back to where we were, really. And we're going to be seeing that moving forward. Like I said, Journey Together, I think, is just the beginning or just the start of what is to come throughout the rest of the year. And, when we get to the next generation, which I think is next year, I'm pretty sure we'll probably be looking at next year would probably be the next generation. It's kind of interesting because they haven't actually announced what the new games would be yet. So we don't really know. Or even when it comes out. I mean, I would have thought the new games would probably be out maybe the end of this year or in 2026. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But when the next generation comes in, what then? What will happen? I think when the next generation comes, things will drop. Things will become a lot cheaper, readily available. We saw that with Scarlet and Violet base. No one cared, right? We saw it with Paldea Evolved. We saw it pretty much every single set, to be honest, until really Surge and Sparks, because people didn't care for Twilight Masquerade either. I remember watching people's kind of like reviews of the set or people's thoughts and opinions on what was shown in the set, and there was no interest, there was no hype, there was nothing until people saw the price of what was the Greninja was going for and how difficult it was to pull the Greninja. Then people started to kind of like jump on the bandwagon, said how great Twilight Masquerade is. I've never been a huge fan of the set. That's my thoughts. It's not how good it's doing. But I personally am not a fan of the set. Journey Together, is it worth buying right now? I mean, at retail, look, at the end of the day, it's a retail, right? You're not overpaying anything. You're just paying what the actual recommended retail price is. For me, I will most likely be getting hold of some. Would I be paying retail? If I have to, then I have to. I don't have a distributor. I don't have access to a distributor. I've applied, for distribution. But yeah, it definitely won't be, for Journey Together. Let's put it that way. It might not even be, well, most likely won't even be for Team Rocket. So yeah, who knows? My thoughts right now is don't overpay for this set. There's going to be an absolute ton of it around. And yeah, $155 a box. Like I said, I think it's going to be the new norm moving forward. And I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I just think that we've had it good for a decent amount of time. It just needs to be churned out. That's what the Pokemon needs to do. But if you made this far into the video and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe for more Pokemon content. Let me know your thoughts about Journey Together down in the comments. I think it has the potential to be a good set. I do like trainer type, combos with Pokemon. I do think it's quite cool. Like I said, I like the trainer gallery. But we haven't seen the set. Say if I like it or not, because I haven't seen it. But the FOMO and all of the crazy stuff that's going on with it is similar to Prismatic. It's put me off, and that's not a good thing. Let me know your thoughts. It'd be really interesting to see. But that is it from me, guys, in today's video. If you watch more Pokemon content, make sure to click the video on the screen. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are legends, and I'll see you in the next one.